Patience. And we're back with Harrowings Live with Hal Gill, your host on The Passing Show. And The Passing Show is just a little who, what, when, and where here in Washington, D.C. I've got to turn my lights out in the car. Done. Just parked after driving Lynn in a little bit early to work. And taking in this gorgeous tree as the colors change, as seasons go around. And I was thinking, about circles, about swirling, about the rotation of the seasons, the rotation of the earth, the rotation of all things. Things go around. I caught a post by my coach this morning saying that 26 is going to kick our butts. And I don't know that she's not wrong about that. A lot of us are in transition. A lot of institutions are fracturing. People are fracturing. Things are changing rapidly. Got to get out in front of it. That's the way I look at it. I've got a number of different pressures on me. And I'm grateful to note that Mick O'Brien has become a paid subscriber, has joined the board of directors of the Harold B. Gill Foundation, LLC, which is my company. You get to be a member of my board of directors simply by subscribing and being part of what is happening here. This is a body of work, this raw journalism, this primary documentation of the world as it's happening. You see, this renovated Georgian Revival Mansion has been for sale for quite a while now. Michael Rankin, Sotheby's International Realty, is trying to sell it. 16,504 square feet. Tattered flag there behind the Christmas tree that's been erected by the community, I presume. I'm at the Christmas balls as I walk by. And the world as it appears to be evolving is, frankly, just another day in the bonus round. Life goes on. I'm not being very articulate right now. That was a really weakly constructed sentence. Self criticism is a hallmark of our species, too. Doing inventory, though, isn't a bad thing. And what I am thinking of here is that we need to look at our part in things, how we have contributed to the world we see. I've not contributed much to Jumbo Slice New York style pizza, but people do. And people keep the newsroom in operation somehow. And the newspaper, the news media, we are the media, though. Look at the front page of the New York Times here. Billions of dirty money flow into crypto coffers as Trump champions industry funds from criminal groups hit big exchanges. And Zelensky beat the odds once again. Focus on Patel in SWAT use for girlfriend. Buyer gladiator's journey from the arena into exile. So, it's kind of interesting. There's racing forum up there as well. What else we got? Some books that could be read. I was thinking about reading, and somebody was saying we write because we don't listen, because people don't listen. And I don't know. I think people can listen and do listen, particularly to short snippets of information. And we're all swamped with information. Catherine Wallenstein's back to this. It says Gnostic Awakening. Glad to see that. And I was talking to my wife this morning about Gnosticism and the idea that this world was created by a demiurge, that it is, in some views, the work of Rex Mundi, the king of the world, the devil himself. I don't know. That's one way of looking at it. And that would be all of us also creations of the same. There's the thought that Sophia, in an act of love to help know itself, descended into reality and created the demiurge, who then created the worlds and believed himself to be the high god Yahweh, as opposed to that eminence from which all arose, after all, including Yahweh himself. I don't know. Read a lot, think a lot. Moby Dick's the Candles chapter springs to mind. I think it's chapter 119, if I'm not mistaken. And in that, Ahab sort of challenges the spirit in the storm that gave rise to him, and says things like, "You can like, it's ash." Well, I forget exactly the wordings, but you can reduce me to ashes, but I can be ashes. I don't know. So I walk along and I see this guy mopping the floor and sit to Osteria, and I think about all the different people who were employed in different means of getting around. So we got a long way to go. I can't imagine what the next century is going to bring. I probably won't be here for it, as the tendency is for our species to last about anywhere from fairly young to 121, I think is the maximum. Maybe it's 123. But after that, we give out. And very few make it over 100. So I doubt if I'll see 2063. Then again, maybe I will. Depends on how I take care of my health. 7:30 on the dot. Early morning. Got a car parked up in our neighborhood. Walking down to get my daily provisions. I'm thinking about how we can make this world a better place, and one in which we live. Jimmy Cliff died yesterday. 81 years old. He gave a lot of joy to a lot of people. That's been marked. Yesterday was Kurtina Reichman's birthday. I've been following her career for a while. I don't know exactly. Oh, yeah. It was Justice Comes Alive, a little virtual event to raise money during that Black Lives Matters protest phase after the murder of George Floyd. And saw Karina playing with Marco Benevento and his trio. And that was really enjoyable to see somebody who has embraced the bass guitar as a lead instrument and supported her since. Supported Holly Bowling as well, a pianist. I like to get behind people and move the needle a little bit, nudge it a little bit, help out just a little. I was very fortunate to get Jay Blakesberg, photographer, on, supported his work too over the years. But he actually was generous enough to give me an hour of his time, which is amazing, amazing to just be able to reach out and touch people and get them to touch back. And, it is what it is. Let's go at this door over here. It closes more easily. And we'll wrap this version to pass the show up. We're done.